everybody. Welcome to Console Conversations Overtime. This is the 4th episode of our extra little series. I promised that I'd be making more of these, so in conjunction with my PlayStation 5 game reviews, we are doing 2 episodes all based around the next-gen systems, and this one is all about the PlayStation 5 and a buying launch guide. So we're going to go into the launch games, our personal recommendations, the critics' thoughts on all of these games, and little tips and hints on how to set up the console. So let's get into it with the first launch game, which is Assassin's Creed Valhalla. This is going alphabetical order. So, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, I do not recommend this game. Simple as that, plain and simple, because I've seen a lot of gameplay of this game. I was thinking maybe it's a good game, because, you know, I heard the first 2 Assassin's Creeds were decent, and the 4th one was good, but other than that, I've heard over and over that they're trash. So, when I see this one and I look into the gameplay, I look really far into the gameplay, just try really hard to find something. And I just can't see it. It just doesn't look very good to me. So, I don't recommend it.
Yeah.
I mean,
seeing as how
yeah, what?
seeing as how like the past Assassin's Creed games haven't been that good. I mean, you don't really know. I mean, I guess you could, but like this game could be really good, but most likely it's going to be like the other ones, and it's going to be like mediocre.
Yeah, I mean, it's an annual franchise, which most annual franchises aren't very good. Like, plain and simple. They just keep releasing these games, but they don't really put that much effort into them. So yeah, I don't recommend Assassin's Creed Valhalla. It's one of the most expensive games you can buy for the PlayStation 5 right now, and it is probably one of the worst. So, don't. Then we have Astro's Playroom, and I'm not going to spoil my opinions and thoughts, because you should just watch my review if you want those, but I do recommend it. It's very fun, very charming, and again, it comes preloaded on the console, so if you get the PS5, you get this game. So there's like, end of argument right there. Like, it doesn't matter if it's fun, I recommend it because you already have it if you have a PS5. Simple as that. So then the next launch game is Borderlands 3 Next Gen Upgrade. I never played a Borderlands game, although I do plan to try out them on the collection that's on PS Now. But, yeah, I'm not completely sure about this one. I mean, honestly, with these Next Gen Upgrade games, if you have the original, just stick to the original. I don't, like, we talked about that before. In our previous episode of Overtime, it's just not worth it for these next-gen upgrades. So, you know, I mean, if you don't have the game...
you could just play them on the PS5.
Yeah, if you don't have the game, then, and you want to play it, and you have a PS5, heck yeah, buy the PS5 version, like, and end of story there, like... You know, but if you have the PS4 version, honestly, just play that one, because you're gonna get a lot of the benefits of the PS5 version if you just play the PS4 version on your PS5. It's very simple. And then the next one is Bug Snacks. I played this one, and I'm gonna review it, and I just have to say, wow, it's fun. It's like Pokemon, and the story is oddly very entertaining and good. Like, it's oddly one of the best stories ever. No, not really, but it's a entertaining story. It actually kind of gets sad, and the gameplay is really fun. It's like a puzzle. You have to find out a clever way to catch each bug snack. So I do recommend that one, and it's free with PS Plus, and it's also like $30, I think, to buy digitally. So I do recommend it. The next game is Call of Duty, Black Ops, Cold War. Um, I don't have much to say. Hyden, do you have anything to say? I mean, it's Call of Duty. I mean, if you like it, you like it, but if you don't, you don't.
I
So,
mean, it'll probably just have like a multiplayer and a like a normal. I mean, I don't know what the I don't really know what the single player is going to be about. Well, I know it's going to be about the Cold War,
yeah,
obviously, but
you have Ronald
exactly
Reagan.
what it's going to be about is not really that known. So, I mean, that's kind of interesting. But really, if you're getting it just for the online, just uh, get by the you don't really need it. It's like if you're getting a new sports game, like if you're getting FIFA for the online and not for the random new players, but I don't know why, because those are even more similar, but it's kind of like that too, where it's basically the same thing
Hmm.
as the fast.
Yeah. Well, for me personally, I've played two different Call of Duty story modes, and both of them were kind of bad. Like, and I think the major reason for that is these games, they put you in environments where you don't really have much cover, but then they expect you to hide behind cover, and when you actually can hide behind cover, it's really boring. Like, that's the reason I dislike Killzone 2 and the Resistance 3, because they make you take so much damage
Mm-hmm.
and punish you so much for not hiding behind cover. But hiding behind cover is not fun. Like, you can put that in your game, and like I can get past that if you have other qualities. But at the very least, if you're going to expect me to go through cover stuff, give me cover. And that's what the Call of Duty games I've played, they have not ever done that. So that's one, probably the biggest flaw it has to overcome. But from what I've seen, I've never played Call of Duty multiplayer in a console game, but the mobile game that I played, the multiplayer, that was extremely fun. Like, I don't care anything about anything else. It was just fun.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, if people want the multiplayer and they do like those games, then I'm sure you will. If you're thinking it's going to be some revolutionary new one like I kind of was from the first trailer, not really. It's just kind of new graphics, you know. It's not really. I don't really think the gameplay's that revamped. But then our next
Mm-hmm.
launch game is Dead by Daylight, which
Ooh.
I don't know much about it. I know it's like a zombie game, and you know I like zombie games, so you know. But yeah, I think it's like a multiplayer zombie game or something, and it's
Yeah.
another next gen upgrade. So again, same exact thing with Borderlands 3. Do not buy it on PS5 if you have the PS4 version. Do not. Like, I swear, don't. Save your money for another game, or just save your money for another game that's not out but might be coming out. Please do not buy the next gen upgrade. If you don't have it and you're interested and you add a PS5, buy the PS5 version. Same exact thing.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got Demon Souls Remake. And Demon Souls Remake is a game that I have because it came in the console bundle that I got. And
Mm-hmm.
I haven't played it yet, but I played Sekiro. I played Sekiro once, and it was kind of cool at first. Like, the combat was flashy, but then as I continued playing, I kind of noticed the gameplay was like very simplistic and boring. Like, I know you get a ton of items
Mm-hmm.
in a lot of those games, but that's really all the depth that it has. Like, if you look at the games with my favorite combat, like Breath of the Wild or Spider-Man, like Spider-Man, you know, you're constantly juggling enemies. They throw all these new mechanics at you, especially the new one, which we'll get to soon. You have all these different powers you can use, so it's really interesting. But then on the other hand, and you also have like Breath of the Wild where you have tons of freedom and crazy stuff you can do. But
Mm-hmm.
in Demon Souls and Dark Souls and Sekiro, well, I haven't played Demon Souls, but I played Sekiro, and in that one it's just kill the guy or kill the guy. Like, that's it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you don't really have that many
Yeah.
options. You just hit him with your sword, and sometimes they'll have like a shield or something. Like there are different kinds of enemies, but they still kind of feel the same. And it's also a really like unfair hard game. Like I'm not saying that I'm one of those people who's like, oh, it's hard, so it's bad. But it's like it's the kind of hard where it's just not fair, because I dodged perfectly and all this stuff, but then something would just come out from the background and kill me, or I'd fall off a ledge for no reason. It was very kind of dumb.
Mhm.
Um, and then next we have Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition. Now this is an next-gen upgrade as well, but it's another one of these games where I do kind of recommend it, even if you have the original, because it has new
Mhm.
content, which is huge. I have been interested in this game. I'm still making my way through the first Devil May Cry on PS Now, but that one's really fun, and I assume this one will be too. So that's really all I have to say. Then we got Dirt 5, which is one of those racing games. I don't have an opinion on this one. I mean, if you have anything to add, Hyden, go ahead, but I don't really have anything to say about Dirt 5. Like,
Not really. I haven't really played any of the Dirt games.
yeah, I didn't
Just
even know
like
there was a Dirt 1, 2, 3, 4. All of a sudden, when I was watching the Xbox show a couple months ago, they were just like, yeah, Dirt 5 coming out. And people were like, oh, cool. And I'm like, what's Dirt? I don't know what that is. So I have no idea, honestly. So then the next game is Fortnite. And then our next game is Godfall, which this game it's pretty interesting. So Godfall looked to me like, kind of a Destiny but with swords.
Mhm.
And you know, I mean that's pretty much what it is. And I thought it would be fun, it looked cool, but I wasn't probably going to play it. But then I see the reviews, and it's supposed to be one of the most repetitive, monotonous, boring hack and slashers of all time, so I don't recommend it. I don't know anything else, but if IGN doesn't like your game for being repetitive when it gave the Evolve game a 9, you know you screwed up. So after this, we have Gunya Fighter Puru Puru Shokan Edition. I have no idea what
What's
this
that?
is. There's not even any articles on it I can find online. I have no clue. It's really weird. I don't know what it is. So yeah, I just maybe skip that one because I know nothing about it. And then the next one is Maneater, which is like, it's GTA if you were a shark, as the developer said a billion times. And it looked pretty fun when I first saw it, but it's supposed to be also repetitive, so don't really recommend it. It's another next-gen upgrade, so you know what I think about next-gen upgrades already. Um, then we got Spider-Man. Other Spider-Man is Spider-Man this time, and Other Spider-Man is the other Spider-Man from the movie, but not from the good movie, from the stupid movie, or also known as Spider-Man Miles Morales. And this one is great. I'm also reviewing this one, and I'm not going to spoil anything. Just know it's great. It's even better than the original. So then we got Spider-Man Remastered.
Mhm.
Another next gen upgrade. Like it's like an extra $20 thing. I bought a console bundle, and it said it was going to come with Demon Souls and extra controller and Spider-Man, but it said it was going to come with Spider-Man like the regular version. Instead, it came with the Ultimate Edition, so they kind of got suckered out there. So I guess thank you for giving me the wrong version. But yeah, I played this for like 3 minutes just to do an extra little review on it. I mean, yeah, like it's a huge improvement, 60 frames per second, but again, another extra next gen upgrade. Not going to beat that. I'm not going to kick that topic while it's already down. So then there's National Basketball Association 2K21. Don't buy it. I don't care if you like these games, but do not buy this game. At the very least, don't buy it on PS5. Do me a favor. Don't waste your money on the PS5 version. Get the PS4 version. I mean, what's the difference? You're gonna wait a couple seconds fewer to play a game that already looks like crap. Like, no, do not buy this video game. I'm serious. I'm serious. EA, they put out like 3 good games in the last like billion years. They put out like 2 good Star Wars games and Rocket Arena. That's it. Nothing else is like legitimately high quality. And this is one of those games that's not high quality. So do not buy this game. Do not buy this game because it's another one of these annual franchises that's just going to rip you off and give you practically no new content from the last trash game. So do not buy it, please. I'm begging you guys. With that being said, the next one is No Man's Sky. I know a lot of people hate this game. I don't know anything about it, although I do know that I saw people playing it. I knew people. Some of my friends were playing it when it came out, and it looked pretty fun. But it's supposed to be like disappointment from what they showed. And but now they've added all these updates, and it looks way better. So I don't know. I'm probably not gonna buy it. So I don't know. But if you think it looks good, buy it. And I think Hyden, you played this game, right? You played No Man's Sky before? At least I think you mentioned that one time in one of our videos, right? You think did you? I can't remember if you played No Man's Sky or not. Um yeah, I think you did, right? Yeah. I'm pretty sure Hayden played uh No Man's Sky, and he mentioned that I think in our Minecraft video, I think it was. Um So yeah, I don't know what his thoughts on that are, but I think he said it was pretty good. So then we have a game called Observer System Redo or Redux or however you say it, and it's from the guys who are making that new Medium game on Xbox. And it's like a psychological horror game, and I don't know anything about it. I mean, like, I tried doing research for this video. I did. I put a lot of research into this video. But I mean, come on. I'm not going to look up Observer System Redux. If you want a psychological horror game and you look up the reviews and they're good reviews, then buy it. I don't care. And then after this, we have Overcooked. All you can eat. Overcooked looks like a little fun party game, but personally, I wouldn't buy this game for the money it's going for, so I don't recommend it. But if it's really like cheap, sure, go for it. It looks pretty fun. And then we have a game called The Pathless, and this one actually looks pretty good. I never played it, but it's like an open world game, no waypoints, but you're always just guiding through these really cool looking, like kind of cell shaded Zelda style open worlds with this falcon, and it looks really cool. So I kind of recommend this game, I guess. And then we have Planet Coaster Console Edition. I repeat, Planet Coaster Console Edition. What? That doesn't sound like a good game? Oh, okay. Well, then moving on to the next game is Sackboy's Big Adventure. And Sackboy's Big Adventure is the biggest adventure he's ever had because it's 3D. And do I even have to say any more? Buy the game. Like, it looks so good. Just buy it. Just buy it. Get it. Like, come on. It's one of the few games on here that I really recommend. So get this game. And then after that, we have a game called Space Lords. What? So, like, it's a space game. Okay, like look into that yourself because I'm not going to waste my time learning about a game called Space Lords. So then after this, we have a game called Watch Dogs Legion. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this game, but yeah, probably don't buy it. Like, I mean, it's a Ubisoft game, And Ubisoft doesn't make very good games other than like Rayman. If you like the first two Watch Dogs games, I recommend it. It looks pretty fun, but I've never played Watch Dogs. But you know, try it out if you're really that interested. If you're not, just don't give your money to Ubisoft. That's all I have to really say. And then next we have Warhammer Chaos Bane. So apparently Warhammer is one of the biggest, like, huge franchises ever. It, like, has 1 billion games on it. And I never knew this. It's like, it's kind of like Godfall, I guess. Like, it's a hack and slash type game. But, yeah, I wouldn't really recommend it. It doesn't look very high quality. And then we have the final video game. And it's called WRC9. And it's a goddamn racing game. Are you kidding me? Why don't they have a bunch of open world platformers? Like, that's all I want, guys. Come on, those are my 2 favorite genres. Just give me that. Well, yeah, that's all. WRC9. I don't recommend it. It's called WRC9. It looks pretty dumb. So, now that we're done going through all these games, let's talk about the console setup. So, to set up your PlayStation 5 console and transfer everything over, you're going to set it all up, and then you're going to, it's going to ask you to sign in. And what I did is I used the PlayStation app and QR code, and I signed in that way. You're going to want to do this if you want to transfer. You're going to have to do it eventually. So just do it. And then it's going to ask you if you want to transfer, and you can pick custom things. You can pick the accounts on your PlayStation 4 that you want to transfer. You have to have your PlayStation 4 on. You have to select the accounts, and then you'll select them, and they'll transfer, and you'll be in your account and everything. You can start downloading stuff. And one of the coolest things that I saw was it had this thing called priority thing. I don't know what it is, but it's like if you download or play a game like from your PS4, it'll immediately make that a priority to transfer. Like if I start downloading Days Gone from my PS4, it's going to say, okay, we're going to immediately, our top priority is going to be getting your Days Gone save data over there so you can smoothly play it. So everything works. And like I thought that the transfer process was done for a long time because of how well it worked, but no. So then after this, what I did was I moved everything on my PlayStation 4 that was remaining that I didn't really want onto the system hard drive, and then I took the external hard drive that I had, and once that was done, I put it on the PlayStation 5, and once I put it on the PlayStation 5, I was ready. So what I did was I transferred all my PS4 games over to the thing, and then, you know, it was ready. So it's very simple. That's really all you have to do. What do I recommend setting it up as? If you can do vertical, do vertical. If you have to do horizontal like me, do horizontal like me. Try to find a space. And yeah, that's really it. And one morning, it's way bigger than I thought. Like, I saw pictures saying it was really big. But holy crap, it's massive. Like, probably the biggest console I've ever seen. Like, I've never seen a 5200 or a CDI. But yeah, it's probably the biggest one I have seen. So yeah, if you're interested in those games, check them out. If not, don't. All the games I recommended, I think you probably should buy. And yeah, the process of setting it up and transferring everything is pretty simple. So thank you guys for watching this episode of Console Conversations Overtime. Thank you guys for watching. Be safe. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and goodbye.